What's going on, Ravens? Welcome to this week's ONW Now. I'm Nandini Rainikundi alongside Olivia Garza.
We have a lot to cover today with stories on the rover landing on Mars, a cystic fibrosis fighter, a new segment called Athlete of the Week, and much more.
On top of that, we have our new ONW Now intro for this year. So let's get it rolling.
Cystic fibrosis is a rare disease. Nearly 30,000 people in the United States have been diagnosed with CF. Avery Johnson has a story about one local cystic fibrosis fighter and her journey growing up with this disease.
Kate Tankersley is an Olathe student that's been fighting cystic fibrosis since she was 5 weeks old.
So cystic fibrosis is a disease that attacks your lungs and your pancreas and other stuff. It attacks different things for different people. But yeah, the main thing is your lungs, and it just makes it hard for you to breathe and do physical activities.
Cystic fibrosis fighters are well known to something called the 6 feet rule.
With being 6 feet away from each other, it helps not spread what I have to another person. So if we are within 6 feet or closer, there's a way better chance of us cross-infecting each other and spreading whatever I have in my lungs to him.
Growing up, Kate was in and out of the hospital a lot, making it hard for her to have a regular childhood.
As she's gotten older, it's gotten a lot easier. When she was young, it was just scary. The unknown was horrible. It just, you had a child that had to go in on hospital stays and stay in for 2 weeks at a time. When she's 4 and 5 years old, she should be out on a playground, and instead isolated in a hospital room. So that was very trying. And then it's not just one stay. You may go in for a 2-week stay. You may be healthy for 3 or 4 months and then have to go back in. And so that was really scary.
Growing up, Kate was in and out of the hospital a lot, making it hard for her to have a regular childhood.
So we just decided as a family to go at it with a very positive attitude and make every day count. And, the time that we had, if that was just the time that we had, that we would make it as positive as possible. I mean, she's just an outstanding kid that she gets everybody. She gets along with everybody. She has this amazingly dynamic personality. So the everyday just seems like every day. I always said CF is not anything that you wish on anyone, but I don't know that I would have changed not one thing with this.
Kate's message to other fighters is truly inspirational.
Always stay positive. I mean, everything will turn out good in the end. So just to stay positive, everything will be good. There are bad things that happen with CF, but I mean, everything turns out well. But yeah.
It's what these kids do. I hesitate to say endure because they do everything with such grace. But they're amazing. Truly, truly, truly amazing.
For ONW Now, this has been Avery Johnson.
This year, Student Council will be hosting a Spring Homecoming Week to celebrate this school year. There will be a variety of spirit days to participate in starting on Wednesday, April 7th to Tuesday, April 13th. There will be decorated hallways, a homecoming court for students to vote for, and our first virtual pep assembly hosted by Raven Flight Corps. From April 5th to April 9th, there will be a blood drive at the Community Blood Center. To register, give them the code KC7G. With the Spirit Days, there will be ONW's first walkathon. Money raised from this event will be benefiting our ONW nurses and Raven Wings organization.
Hey Ravens, I'm Addison Conrad, your Raven Service Club Vice President, and guess what? Olathe Northwest is having our spring homecoming next week, Wednesday, April 7th through the 14th, and Raven Service Club wants you to get involved. So, to kick off our spring homecoming, we're having our Ravens Rally for a Reason. I hope to see you there, Ravens!
Ritchie here. Senora Winkler and I want you all to come out for the Raven Rally for a reason. When you sign up, you will be able to go outside during seminar on April 8th and walk with your friends on the track to raise money for our Raven Wings organization. If you sign up with your $5 donation, you will get a wristband and be released for 40 minutes during seminar to walk with your friends around the Raven practice track. Sign up with your friends by scanning the QR code on the posters all around the school. Let's go, Raven.
Thinking of joining, the last day to sign up and pay on Touch Base is next Tuesday.
The 2020-2021 homecoming court will be crowned at the girls' soccer games on Tuesday the 13th. Stuco can't wait to experience this brand new series of events with you and looks forward to seeing your participation. To find out more information regarding all the listed activities, check them out on Twitter at ONW Stuco.
Some amazing news is that the COVID-19 vaccine is now available for anyone 16 and older. Olivia and I got to see firsthand how this is changing our community. Let's take a closer look.
It has officially been 1 year since our lives have been altered by the coronavirus.
A man has died from a new pneumonia virus in the central Chinese city of Wuhan. 41 other people have been diagnosed with the virus that investigators say resembles SARS.
Our lives have all been dramatically impacted through this current time historic event.
Death toll in the U.S. tops 200,000, the highest in the world.
Worldwide coronavirus deaths have passed the 1 million mark.
I am tired of living in this post-apocalyptic disaster.
But there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I think the choice of getting the COVID vaccine really came down to two different decisions for me. It was a no-brainer at the end. But number one, my daughter is high risk. And so in order to keep her safe, it was the right thing to do. I think also when you just look at society as a whole, if we want this to go away, we all need to do our part. And so by doing our part is getting that vaccine so that way we can get to that point of herd immunity and know that hopefully at that point we can return to a more greater sense of normalcy, to be able to get to that point of not having to be in classrooms wearing a mask or being able to go out in public without having a mask on.
As of today, over 51 million Americans have been vaccinated, some being our very own students and staff.
The way they have it set up where I went is the whole process was so fast that I didn't even realize that I was getting the shot until she stuck it in my arm. And I was like, oh, okay, we're done.
They give you a little card when you get vaccinated with the dates that you got vaccinated and all that stuff. So I just carry this around in my wallet the same way I would a driver's license at this point.
Having access to the vaccine provides relief and hope that the end is in sight.
But no, I definitely feel safer because working a service job, you have a lot of unmasked people that come up, especially through the drive-through. So knowing that I don't have to worry about getting at least COVID from them is really nice.
Probably the thing that makes me most excited is that I can go back up to Des Moines and be able to spend time around my dad and not need to worry that, I'm around 100 students a day or 1,500 students a day if you look at the population of Northwest, and worry that I might be taking something to him that is going to get him ill.
The vaccine is 100% worth it. I got it done in less than 30 minutes. The entire process from parking to leaving, 30 minutes or less, super quick.
I'm excited for more people to get it so that we can all kind of turn the corner together and enjoy a nice summer and, maybe not have to wear masks all the time.
Going back to a normal society where maybe we don't have to wear masks all the time and we don't have to avoid our grandparents at all costs, definitely worth it.
If you or your family are interested in getting the COVID vaccine, visit jocogov.org/COVID-19-vaccine. Now, let's toss it over to game day.
Hey Ravens, I'm Cooper Boyer alongside Aiden Loney, and today we have an extra exciting edition of Game Day. Let's get right into it.
On Monday, our Lady Ravens soccer team had their second game of the season as they started play in the ONW Varsity Invitational Tournament. ONW battled Blue Valley Southwest at Seaback and had plenty of chances to score throughout the game, but only scored one goal by Maya Preem. Blue Valley Southwest had many chances to score, but they were only able to score one as well. So ONW ended up tying Blue Valley Southwest 1-1. On Tuesday, the girls played against Blue Valley in their second game of the Olathe Northwest Varsity Invitational. Blue Valley was able to strike first, but the Ravens were able to tie it up with a goal by Keaton Code just before halftime. Then with 1 second left in the first half, Keaton Code was able to bang her second goal for the night, bringing ONW to the lead against Blue Valley. In the second half, Heidi McCormick was able to extend the Ravens' lead, and that was enough as ONW ended up winning the game 3-1. Finally, on Thursday, the girls were tied 0-0 with Washburn Rural at the end of regulation, but were able to pull out the win 5-3 in penalties.
Olathe Northwest softball dropped a heartbreaker to Olathe South on Thursday at ODAC, to 5-4. Senior Maddie O'Farrell led the Ravens with a solid center field play while going 2-3 and a walk at plate, with 2 runs scored. Sophomore Clara Lopez added 2 more hits while scoring twice as well. Freshman Bree Severino threw a complete game in the loss. She recorded 5 strikeouts while giving up 3 earned runs on just 5 hits. The Ravens varsity is back in action at CVAC on Tuesday against rival Olathe West at 6:15. The game will be broadcasted on Spectrum Sports.
An 11-run 5th inning led the Olathe Northwest varsity baseball to a 13-1 victory on Thursday. The Ravens who contributed to the big inning included Camden McKernan, Ethan Sadler, Carson Reeves, Brady Robinson, Zach Brink, and Bryce Johnson, who each had RBIs in the inning. Matthew Foster earned the victory on the hill for the Ravens. The right-hander allowed 3 hits and 1 run over 4 innings, striking out 1. Steven Mesa threw 1 inning in relief out of the bullpen, and the Ravens racked up 8 hits in the blowout win.
Seniors Gentry Bolden and Coley Meinhardt led the way for the Raven tennis team Wednesday at the Mill Valley Invitational. They went 4-0, including an 8-1 win over Mill Valley in the championship match, to finish first in the doubles bracket. All 3 rebounded from those losses to win 3rd place match in their respective brackets, with Burnham and Pater/Ogren beating entries from Pittsburgh and Raglan defeating a player from the host school Mill Valley. The boys have a busy week next week with 3 varsity events on the schedule.
The Lady Raven swim team competed last Thursday at Summit Charles Middle School and placed 3rd at the Olathe City Meet. ONW also competed Tuesday night in a JV and varsity girls triangular and placed 3rd overall. Anne-Marie King, Hannah Fuller, Abby King, and Emma Branstrom took 2nd and qualified for state. Anne-Marie King took 2nd in the 200 freestyle as well as 2nd in the 200 individual medley. Both Emma Branstrom and Emma Price took 4th and 5th in the 50 free. Hannah Fuller took 2nd in the 100 fly, and Caroline Griffin took 4th in the 100 fly as well. Emma Price took 4th in the 100 free. Abby King took 4th in the 100 backstroke. Hannah Fuller and Anne-Marie King took 2nd and 3rd in the 100 breaststroke. The 200 free relay of Elizabeth Jones, Hannah Fuller, Allison Zimmerman, and Emma Price took 3rd. The 400 free relay of Emma Branstrom, Emma Price, Abby King, and Anne-Marie King took 1st and qualified for state. The girls are back in the pool on April 8th for a duel at Blue Valley North.
ONW had a track meet Friday, and the Raven came through in full force. Kendall Yarnell finished 1st in discus with a distance of 106 feet 8 inches. Adrienne Locke Garcia finished 1st in shot put with a distance of 35 feet 11 inches, which was the 2nd longest in school history. Alex Ling, Jack Beard, Logan Reed, and Brett Beard finished 1st in the 4x800 with a time of 8:30.41. Alex Ling, Jarrett Voorhees, Colin Gann, and Brett Beard finished 1st in the 4x400 with a time of 3:31.71, which is one of the best times in the state. Ben Gudikins finished 1st in long jump with a distance of 21 feet 1.5 inches. He also threw javelin for the first time with a distance of 160 feet and 9 inches, which placed 1st. In his first varsity meet, Colin Gann finished 1st in the 400-meter dash with a time of 52.49. Other notable finishes were Jillian Huckabee finishing 2nd in javelin, Isabel Fitzwater 2nd in 400-meter, Andy Halfman 3rd in 300 hurdles, Olivia Cooper 4th in 300 hurdles and long jump, Millender Dillon 3rd in high jump, Kendall Yarnell 3rd in shot put.
The Ravens played their first varsity golf tournament last Monday at Canyon Farms. With wind speeds up to 40 miles per hour, the Ravens still pushed through with 3rd overall, with Olathe West taking 1st. Will Brock tied for 7th with a score of 87, and Gavin Dines tied for 9th with a score of 89. The boys are back at it next Monday at Sycamore Ridge Golf Course.
That's it for Game Day Ravens. I'm Cooper Boyer.
And I'm Aiden Loney. Now back to the desk.
We are starting a new segment called Athlete of the Week, where we feature JV and varsity players from different sports around ONW. This week, we're sliding into what a game day looks like for varsity baseball player Bryce Johnson.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name is Bryce Johnson. My position is catcher, and I play varsity. So I wake up at 7 and I pour a bowl of Fruit Loops, and then I go to class, and then depending on the day, I either eat lunch at home or I eat the amazing school lunch that they provide for us. And then I go home, usually read a book and drink a lot of water. Then around 3 o'clock, head up here and then listen to Have You Ever Seen the Rain in the car right here, and then get ready to play. The score last night was 13-1 and we played Olathe North. The best part about winning a game is usually we go get food after, or just everyone's energetic after. All right, since I hit a double last night, the team usually does a pot stir at second base. So that's our team celebration. As of now, for college baseball, we'll see how the cookie crumbles. Why do I like playing baseball? Because it's a team sport, because not all athletes can just jump in and be good at it, and because it's just always been a part of my life. I'm your Athlete of the Week, Bryce Johnson. Peace.
Last weekend at Free State, Debate and Forensics had a tournament qualifying multiple people for state. In the DX category, Kaylin Wellman got first, Nanako Haler in second, and Grant McKeever in third, qualifying them all for state. Also in the IX category, Ully Wilson got second, qualifying for state as well. Finally, Shaylee Lundy placed fourth in the pro category. Congrats to all those who qualified for state.
Next up, let's hand it over to Brianna to give us an in-depth view of the Perseverance rover and its engineering.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life.
On February 18th, 2021, the Perseverance rover landed on the surface of Mars after being in production for 11 years. And while many people doubt its capabilities, this step in space exploration was a necessary one. But how important and complex is the Perseverance really?
A lot goes into it, and it's very impressive to see how they can put a machine onto a planet that far away, that precisely, and land it successfully. It seems like sometimes we take it for granted that it's pretty routine.
We're going to wreck Earth and we're going to colonize Mars. They need this mission to go well.
The landing process is similar to that of the Curiosity, mostly in the use of the sky crane. The sequence of events starts with the deployment of a parachute, and then the heat shield comes off, the back shell separates, and the sky crane lowers the rover onto the surface. The Perseverance is often compared to its precursor, the Curiosity, who is still functioning on Mars. The Curiosity faced many difficulties, and the NASA team worked for 10 years since its landing on Mars to make the Perseverance prevail against these challenges. Some of the differences between the Curiosity and Perseverance include changes to the wheels, a more accurate parachute release, and a machine learning vision algorithm. These changes help the rover to navigate the red planet and to make its landing more precise.
The ultimate goal is to look for signs of potential life, to see if there's been organisms that have existed on Mars in the past, give clues to how life arose here on Earth to begin with and in other places.
The Perseverance's mission is to collect soil samples that may contain signs of life on Mars. The landing site chosen is a large crater that was once filled with water and was chosen for its high probability of life signs. Using an advanced technology, the Perseverance scans the ground searching for any differences in the UV light, which will reveal to it if there may be life.
I think sending people to Mars is definitely something that should be in the future. I think it's something that's within our capabilities now, or at least relatively soon, if we fully devoted all our resources and might towards it.
In the near future, plans are being made to send people to Mars, which will truly be a test of our technology. The Perseverance is also being used to test some equipment that will make human habitation on Mars possible, of which includes an oxygen generator.
We're trying to get humans up there, and that's what they're trying to do, trying to find a way to make it breathable, get more oxygen into the air.
While there have been many previous missions to Mars, this rover is one of the most advanced we have ever created. The SpaceX team has worked through a decade of trial and error in order to make the Perseverance withstand the harsh conditions of Mars.
In my opinion, I think it's just remarkable that we're still able to get these projects going forward. Oftentimes you just hear talk about them getting canceled and spending the money elsewhere, but I think it's really important to continue to devote resources and enthusiasm to looking at things we haven't explored before.
This year, the Olathe High School principals determined that they will be moving forward with the 2021 prom. This will be on Saturday, May 1st from 8 to 10 p.m. at CBAC. They decided that this will be a senior-only prom. All seniors will be given one free, non-transferable ticket. Seniors will also have the opportunity to invite one guest. Guest tickets will cost $10. If the guest is not a student at Olathe Northwest, they must complete the out-of-school guest request form. All students must have a picture ID and mask to be admitted to prom. Be on the lookout for more information about logistics in an email from administration soon.
That's all for this ONW Now. For more news updates, check out our Instagram and Twitter at ONW Raven Daily and our website, theravendaily.com. This has been Nandini Rainey-Kindi
and Olivia Garza. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend, Ravens.